And she was not on program, but she still showed up. Oh, brothers and sisters, I think I ought to tell you, Dietrich Bonhoeffer, the German theologian, suggests, and he is in agreement with Charles Spurgeon, the British theologian. Both of them conclude that the woman had been following Jesus, but she stayed at a distance. She had been observing Jesus from a distance. She'd been watching him for some time, but from a distance. But all brothers and sisters, it had come to the point where a distant relationship wasn't good enough. She admired him. She adored him from a distance. But all brothers and sisters, the woman concluded, I've got to get closer. I need to get closer to him. All brothers and sisters, in every child of God's life, in every individual's life who's had true contact with him, you have a desire to grow closer. Can I get a witness? She wanted to be close to him. And she wanted to be a blessing to the blesser, the one who had been a blessing to so many others. Scripture tells us she shows up at the house. Now, I submit to you, the woman had already concluded that I'm opening myself up for ridicule. If I get closer to him, somebody's going to talk about me. If I get closer to him, if I go over there, I'm going to be scorned. I'm going to be extremely criticized. But all brothers and sisters, she came to the point where she concluded, I don't care what people say. Talk about me all they choose. I'm going. Can I get a witness? With the aid of my spiritual imagination, I saw her at her house, you know, over in the red light district. I saw her pondering about whether she should go. I saw her as she no doubt thought to herself, now, if I go, somebody's going to have something to say. But really, now that I think about it, they're already talking about me. Somebody knows. I could hear her saying, I've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. No matter what they say about me, no matter what I have to experience or be exposed to, I'm going to where Jesus is. And all brothers and sisters, I wish you could have seen her when she showed up. It took audacity to do what she did. Oh, brothers and sisters, it took a holy rambunctiousness to do what she did. I wish you could have seen her when she went in uninvited. And all brothers and sisters, she didn't make herself content at the back of the room, but she went on up to the table where Jesus was. Can I get a witness? Now, she didn't go empty-handed. Scripture tells us she brought an alabaster box of ointment. She brought an alabaster box of perfume, a fragrant perfume, an ointment. Oh, brothers and sisters, that was extremely expensive. Can I get a witness? Bring something when you come to the master. Bring him something Can I get a witness? Oh, brothers and sisters, Scripture tells us that she came and made her way up to where Jesus was. Scripture said she stood behind him. And oh, she started shedding tears. Can I get a witness? She started crying uncontrollably, shedding tears. I submit to you, they weren't tears of sorrow. They were tears of joy. To be so close to the wonder worker, to be so close to the Prince of Peace, to be so close to Emmanuel, to be so close to the lily of the valley, to be so close to the bright and morning star. Her heart was overwhelmed with joy. She started to shed tears. The tears fell on his feet. Can I get a witness? And all brothers and sisters saturated his feet, soaked his feet with her tears. Can I get a witness? Scripture tells us that when she finished crying, she did something else. She dried his feet with her hair. Now, you can't appreciate that unless you know something about the culture of her day, the culture of her people. You see, in her day and time, proper women wore their hair up, and they only let their hair down in private. Can I get a witness? They didn't wear their hair down in public. But all brothers and sisters, I submit to you, she let her hair down. How do I know? Because she had to let it down to be able to dry his feet with her hair. All brothers and sisters, I submit to you that she concluded this is an occasion worthy of letting my hair down. Can I get a witness here? Oh, brothers and sisters, when is the last time you came to church and let your hair down? I submit to you, too many people set up too prim and proper. Never, no matter how good the service gets, no matter how powerful the master's presence is, they never let the hair down. But oh, there ought to be a time every now and then when you forget about people and just let your hair down. Can I get a witness here? Somebody knows what I'm talking about. I think I ought to tell you, she let her hair down, dried his feet with the hair of her head. But that Pharisee, who was the host of the dinner, was observing the whole thing. Brothers and sisters, he was watching with a critical eye. You know, there are always people, they're critical watchers. There are always criticizers and haters in every crowd. Can I get a witness? No, brothers and sisters, the record tells us that this Pharisee was watching, and he said within himself, he said, if he was really who he says he is, he would know the kind of woman that she is. If he was who he claims himself to be, he ought to be aware of the fact that that woman is a sinner.